In this video, we will cover how to connect to any external app using Zapier or webhooks. There are two ways to connect to an external app. The first way is to send specific contact information to an external application, which can then take actions for that specific contact or lead. The second way is to push out contact information to Awaz, allowing the agent to call that specific lead. Now, in the first use case, we'll look at how we can trigger an automation or an action when an AI agent speaks to a specific lead or has a conversation. We will also explore how to automate specific actions and tasks based on the nature of that conversation. So, let's get started. In this case, we have an agent named Adrian that I have already configured. To learn how to create and configure an agent, please check out the other videos. In Zapier, we will need to create a new Zap, which is quite straightforward. First, go to Zapier, click on Create Zaps, and select the trigger app. The first trigger should be Awaz AI. Once you've selected Awaz AI as the trigger, you need to select the event. We need to connect Awaz with Zapier. To do this, go back to Awaz Settings, select Integrations, and find your API key. Copy this API key and use it to connect your Zapier account with Awaz. Now, we need to test if Adrian is actually sending the information to Zapier. To do this, make a test call. After the test call, click on Find New Records in Zapier, and you should be able to find all the contact information right there. You'll see the email, phone number, name, and other details. So, click on Continue with selected record. Now, let's say you want to send an email. You can use Gmail, connect to MailChimp, SendGrid, or any other email software to push that contact into the specific software. For this demo purpose, we're going to select Email by Zapier. This means we're going to send an email automatically through Zapier itself. The event will be Send Outbound Email. Click on Continue. The to address will be the email address you want to send an email to. The subject can be defined manually, for instance, Demo Awaz. The body will be the content of the email. You can also add an attachment, specify the from name, in this case Adrian our agent, and a reply address, in case the customer replies to our email. Click on Continue, and now you can test it. So I've got all my data here. We're going to test the step. The test was successful, and the outbound email was sent out. Now I can publish it. Once published, anytime Adrian is speaking to a customer through a campaign, and the customer says, "Send me an email," Zapier will automatically trigger and send an email to the customer. Let's go ahead and check if the email was received. There you go. The email has been successfully sent. We can also push contact information into Awaz and have the AI agent call that contact, or simply create or save a contact within Awaz's contact list. To set this up, we'll create a new Zap. Let's go back to Zapier and click on Create New Zap. Now, let's say I want to trigger an action from a Google form. For this demo, we'll use a Google form. However, you can send out contact information from any other external CRM or application that you're using. I'm setting it up so that anyone who fills out the form on my website has their lead sent directly to Awaz, and I want an agent to call that specific lead. We're going to select the event New Form Response, which means anytime a new response is generated from the form. You'll need to connect the form here by selecting it from the drop-down menu. The form I'm selecting is Enterprise Solution. Let's test it out. As you can see, I've got all the details here of the formula. Please ensure that in your form, you include the collection of the phone number. Whether it's on your website, a Google form, or an external CRM. This is essential for the AI agent to call that specific lead, and make sure the phone number includes the country code. Next, click on Continue with the selected records. Anytime a lead is pushed through, I would like Awaz to call this lead. So, I'm going to select Awaz. In the event type, we will be selecting Make a Call. You can also choose to update the contact. In this case, a new contact will be created and added to our list, which is the unsigned list. the default list where all your contacts are added. However, for this use case, we want Adrian to call that specific lead. So, we're going to go back to the integration and select Make a Call. Click Continue, and connect your Awaz account here. The agent ID will be the agent's name, which in our case is Adrian. The From number will be the number you want to call from. You can find and connect all the numbers in the Settings area under Integrations and Phone. Select one of the numbers you want to use to call. For the contact name, use the name collected in the form. In our form, the contact name is Mike. The phone number will be the phone number collected in the form. Now that I've got a name and phone number, I'm just going to continue. When I click on Test, it will automatically call Mike at the number provided, using the selected number from Awaz. Now you can test it and publish it. Now, what's going to happen is that anytime contact information is captured in your Google form, it will be sent to Awaz, and a call action will be automatically triggered. So, whenever a lead fills out the form, they will receive a call from Adrian. You can do this with other software as well, such as your CRM, email software, or forms on your website. For instance, you can have a form that says, "Call me right now," and then create a Zapier integration to automatically initiate a call using our AI agent. That's about it. That's how you use Zapier to trigger automated actions from and to Awaz. You can also choose to connect webhooks for similar or more advanced automations. To do this, go back to the agent's actions and select Call Webhook. Here you can perform post requests, get requests, delete, patch, put, etc. Define the action and variables here. You also have the ability to define your headers and body in JSON format. Make sure to select Speak after execution. While webhooks offer various options, Zapier makes the process super easy.